Welcome to In 5 Minutes. We now discuss different modes of application of loads. First, a load applied may be a gradually applied load. Second, it also may be a suddenly applied load, or it may be an impact load, or also called as shock load. We now discuss each of the load one by one. Now first we discuss the gradually applied load. Now consider a deformable body on which a gradually applied load P is acting. So this load could be represented on load and deformation curve in this fashion. It means that the load P actually increased from zero value and slowly and steadily rises up to the value P, meaning that there is a definite time interval for the load to reach from zero value to P. And as we can see, the deformation matches up with the application of load, so that when the final load reaches up to the value of P, the deformation is maximum. So area below the curve, which is nothing but the work done, and it is also equal to the strain energy stored, is given as half into P into delta L. So the load application which we have studied till now in the chapter simple stresses and strain and up till now in the chapter strain energy is actually the gradually applied load, in which the stress is given as sigma is equal to P by A. On the contrary, suddenly applied load is a load in which load is instantly applied on the body such that at time t is equal to 0, the load applied on the body is P, and this continues over a period of time, whereas we see that the deformation takes place over a period of time. So that means your deformation is time dependent, whereas a continuous load of P is being applied on the body. So if we compare the gradually applied load and suddenly applied load, we see that your P is time dependent, whereas your delta L deformation catches up with the amount of load P, whereas in suddenly applied load, the P is time independent, whereas the deformation delta L is time dependent and it continues to deform over a period of time. So load deformation curve for suddenly applied load will be a straight horizontal line. The area below the curve will give you the work done, and this work done is equal to P into delta L. Now we will derive the relation for stress for the suddenly applied load. We know for suddenly applied load, the work done is equal to strain energy. So work done for suddenly applied load is given as P into delta L, and this is equal to strain energy stored will be the same formula, sigma square AL by 2E. Now if we substitute the value of delta L as sigma L by E, we get EE gets cancelled, sigma and this sigma gets cancelled, L and L gets cancelled. So we get sigma, this sigma is equal to 2P upon A. Now this is a very important relation. So if we compare the stress in the suddenly applied load and the gradually applied load, we see that for the same value of P, the stress developed for the suddenly applied load is 2 times the stress developed for the gradually applied load. Next we see the third type of application of load, which is impact load or shock load. Consider a uniform cross-section bar which is fixed at the top, and there is one collar fixed to the bar at the bottom, and we have a mass which is load P, which is allowed to fall on this collar by height h. So when this mass falls freely and strikes this collar and bar, the load applied on this bar can be called as your impact or shock load. We will see that the resulting stress produced in the bar and the resulting deformation or instantaneous deformation delta L is much more as compared when the same load P is applied gradually or suddenly. So for impact load, the work done is given as P into H plus delta L. Now if we equate the relation, work done is equal to strain energy, we have P into H plus delta L is equal to sigma square AL by 2E. If I substitute the value of delta L as sigma L by E, we have PH plus P sigma L by E equal to sigma square AL by 2E. Multiplying throughout by 2E by AL, we have 2PHE by AL plus 2P by A into sigma is equal to sigma square. We can arrange this in the form of quadratic equation, sigma square minus 2P by A sigma minus 2P HE by AL. So this is a quadratic equation in which the value of A is 1 value of B is minus 2P by A and value of C is minus 2PHE by AL. So the solution for quadratic equation is given as sigma is equal to minus B plus minus square root of B square minus 4 into A into C the whole divided by 2A. So after rearranging it, we get the value of sigma as P by A plus square root of P by A the whole square plus 2PHE by AL. Now this is another important relation, which is a stress developed in a body when the load applied is a impact load or shock load. Let this equation be 3. A small consideration in this equation will show that when the value of H is 0, your sigma becomes 2P by A, which is nothing but stress developed due to suddenly applied load. Thanks for watching in 5 minutes.